skill, early game advantages drawn out by Umti, and most of all, what we can expect out of a solid Jinair is some clean-ass macro. Like, they know how to get advantages with these comps and just seal the deal, but they need those early game leads, because if they don't, they're going to be in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, would have to agree. And just looking at the drafts on both sides, this doesn't really look like, you know, tank League of Legends, League of Tanks. This is just lots of aggression on both sides. Obviously, MVP, they did pick up the Rex side. They will have that tanky Rakan as well. But you just look at Jinair's comp, that looks like an all-out kind of KT style going super hard earlier on in Summer Split. So very excited for this game. I think there should be a lot of action in this one.
Yeah, Kuzan and Umti will have a lot of kill pressure on the middle lane against Corki, who is going to have to be taking cleanse against this matchup. So no teleports, which does give Jinair another advantage with that double teleport, which we have been seeing used more of a repositioning tool in your lanes as opposed to just getting flanks all around. And then ADD is going to be, for me, the guy for MVP to carry. If this guy gets going, the split push pressure that he puts on, he can just dive Jace a million times over, and the rest of MVP can just wreak havoc.
Especially with the help of that Reckless. Okay, they're going to try to charge on in. So on will block that charge. The Repel coming out. Not willing to take the fight just yet. There's the dismount. ADD with no flash. They're looking to get on top of him. Nice on Burrow, but will it be enough? Umti not able to get in range. Does flash forward for the first blood, but will pay for it with his life. A messy fight that will go in favor of Jinair.
Oh, that was so greedy from Umti. He could have actually held back and sat there as their two double range against double melee, and they can just sit there harassing them under tower and force an even larger denial on the exact same one again. It's like, I just saw you under my shoe. Like, are you a clone? Like, why are you keep coming out?
The clone spider makes her return. And okay, we have a charge coming in here, and it will lock onto Kuzan with the Burrow, trying to flash towards his teammate Umti, but not going to get there in time. Way too much damage coming out from that level 7 Rek'Sai, and in fact, MVP will turn that around in the top lane.
Yeah, MVP sees the opportunity that Umti...
That dragon, you could tell they really wanted that one.
Yeah, they had some time, they have package, so they were looking to get a fight if they could at any moment, but Jinair needs to respond here with the Herald. Oh no, and AD is no MMR!
Oh man, he just checks the bush alone, going 1v3, and he's just gonna disappear. That will open up so much for Jinair. Should be a very nice Rift Herald coming up.
Jinair's pockets from a top lane tower.
That does seem to be where he set up his spider web. Can only go within that web for now. And okay, it looks like he's actually making his way down bottom, and he's going to need to get there fast as Beyond is coming on in. Nice black shield to save Teddy here. Snowflower trying to flash away. There's the exhaust and the chains here. Gonna land there onto Max, but not enough damage follow-up, and they kind of get the follow-up kill. Here comes Umti, but I feel like he might be a little bit too late. Kuzan coming from way far behind. They may try to dive this turret even.
She's gonna look for it. I think she can tank it.
Okay, there's the dive in, the Gunblade, and will snipe out Max, at least. The rest of MVP will get away, as Kuzan just gonna follow up for the cleanup.
Oh, Jinair is just running away with this one. I absolutely love the way they're playing the game out. They see the game.
Around him, and he's got Banshee's Veil. He's gonna have the Black Shield, and of course the mobility of LeBlanc. So charge coming in. Here comes ADD. It's not going to lock on to Kuzan, and they're looking to turn this around. Here comes Snow on. Can he get enough burst damage? ADD now going to be focused down. He will flash away, but he's all alone here. Trying to get that binding down, and it does land, but a nice follow-up engage here from the side of Max, able to pick up 2 kills. Looks like Beyond is going to trade his life for it, but a 2-for-1 in favor of MVP.
Really heads-up play from MVP there to expect the LeBlanc to jump onto the Corki with ADD ready to respond. They'll be able to wave clear this, so nothing will come of it because there is no Rift Herald allowed.
Well,
oh, wait a minute.
The binding, though, that was pretty sick under turret. Snowflower has been spot on. What a sniper.
Yeah, this Morgana has been crazy, but again, that play, it was ADD and the rest of MVP expecting that to happen. Everybody wanted to take a part in that fight into the bottom lane, and it shows that MVP is still quite formidable in a 5-on-5. The single target damage from Jinair can only burst down one individual champion, and if they get spread out and they don't get to kill anybody right away, they're going to be left with a lackluster amount of DPS, and we're going to look at the replay again. Even though the charge does get to miss, as soon as the teleport comes out, they're like, all right, things are going to get hairy. That's a Jace. He's kind of squishy. Can we turn onto him? He goes for the shock blast onto the Corki, which might be a mistake there because had that priority been ADD, the dismount would have been sooner and he likely would have gone down. Instead, the opportunity gets seized by Max, goes for a great knockup. the Rek'Sai ultimate and Xayah combo in, and while Beyond gets to die, it's still a good trade for MVP there. In the position that they're in, they just want to get as much gold as possible. It doesn't matter too much how much Janair gets, as long as it's not base turrets or Baron.
We're getting the really long replays this time around. Liking this upgrade.
We have a terabyte now of memory to...
We've upgraded here at the next...
A couple of minutes for them to just have full-on power as a 5-man unit, which they're barreling straight down the mid lane. Janair should be cautious about this one. Whoa.
Okay, the deep engage, the double knock-up as well. Teddy just being burst down, and this game is running away from Janair as all of MVP is diving this first turret. We'll see if it actually works out for them as another nice binding coming on in. Beyond getting extremely low. Another good engage, though, from Max. Umti extremely low. That missile just barely sails wide. And MVP not able to pick up any further kills, but still in a really good position.
Holy crap, MVP put the batteries on right this time, because the second they get that Baron, they're going for dives and
into the system, which allows us to make these longer replays. But either way, a couple of turrets coming down here, and Ma actually in a wonky situation. He's all by himself and gets caught out there by Sohan with the on-point shock blast, making sure he can't go home.
This last one to leave the party gets trashed.
Gets thrown out onto the front lawn.
Go back home. Calling your parents.
Calling your boyfriend, Rakan. He's worried about you. We gotta send you back. So with that pick, actually, Janair does have a short period of time about...
Especially against the Baron. Maybe if MVP did not have Baron, that would have amounted to a tower, but they're going to go into Sohan here.
Okay, nice engage from Max. Ian should have enough damage to poke him down, and there it is. Max can easily get away with that one. And a nice follow-up. So picks across, but they deny it from MVP. And here we go, the Baron. It's being started. No vision around here. Kuzan is going to see it, and he can't get in time. So the Baron does go over to MVP. Janair trying to follow up, but good disengage so far from the side of MVP. Doesn't look like anybody will be taken out, and that is a clean Baron for the side of MVP.
And that's Janair's or MVP saying, we will fight you. Come fight us right now. It's got to be a deja vu moment. You're thinking, oh, I'm Rek'Sai. I'll tunnel in, guys. And like, whoa.
Okay, hold that thought. Snowflower does get picked off, and a nice big knock-up onto Teddy, but they can't get onto him, so now he's going to be in the back. The Void Rush comes in, and Beyond now in a bad situation. Kuzan not healthy enough to get into this fight, but finally they take out one member. Is going to be Beyond. That Cocoon just barely sailing wide. Teddy now going to jump forward. He's looking for that deft play. Can he get actually any damage coming out here? He's moving forward. He's very fast, trying to pick off Ma. He does get it. Another engage by Max, but it's too much. And that's going to be a double kill on the side of Teddy. And now Janair should finally have their push.
I said it before, and now MVP gets to see it. Teddy is the most important member of this composition now. He is the late game factor for Janair. And if he doesn't go down, if he's getting free auto attacks, Janair have a safe chance at winning these battles. They have 5-man strong, 3 members down. I think they might be able to get an inhibitor, and they might be pushing for more.
We'll see if they want to go for the push here.
Oh, yeah.
We got 15 seconds left on Beyond, and it looks like they're going to go for it. The chains are going to land. So much damage on the side of Janair. They're bursting down these turrets. Umti is going to use that repel to get out of danger, and this should be game number 1. Going over to Janair as they clean up the rest of MVP, just adding to their KDA as they take game number 1.
Teddy comes back from the grave to make sure that Janair does not lose that game 1. It was close. It looked fantastic in the beginning, but that Baron steal just gave them such a heartache. And Umti holds his head low. Not sure what went down. That game could have been so clean, so clean, but they still held their composure together. So, you know, you shrug it off a little bit. You do. You really have to. When you look at the VOD,